These were the craziest catches in the NFL.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin!
From the 2024 season.
Caught off the deflection by Pickens!
Starting with the only quarterback who caught a touchdown the entire year.
5% of the targets to Shakir completed. This is behind Cooper, who brought it in. Pitched it back to Allen, who's going to go to the goal line!
Oh my goodness!
But this next one is one of the best diving grabs you will ever see.
Nix looking for Sutton in the end zone, and it is, with one hand was he in! Touchdown!
And Amari Cooper made one of the best touchdown snags of the year on the very first play of this game.
Deshaun Watson into the end zone! Touchdown!
Meanwhile, Zach Ertz had this insanely clutch touchdown to clinch a playoff berth for the Commanders.
It is Jaden Daniels, end zone! It is! Caught for the touchdown!
But our next insane catch came when this receiver made the grab while he was blindfolded.
Purdy, the shuffle, the throw, Jennings up top! Oh my goodness!
No,
did he just make that catch?
This next receiver made two amazing catches, and they were both against the same team. This is Puka Nacua, and in just a couple of seasons, he has already transformed himself into one of the best pass catchers in the league. He has some of the best hands in the NFL and shows it off on a weekly basis. And two of his best catches of the year both came against the Eagles, starting with this one.
Stafford, Nacua, what a throw!
And as if that wasn't good enough, he made an even better catch against Philly in the playoffs during a blizzard.
Stafford takes the shoulders, takes a shot downfield, it is caught by Nacua!
And this next catch shows that white guys are pretty good at playing receiver as well.
Richardson has time, loads up, going deep, Pierce is down there, and it is caught by Pierce!
But the concentration that Rico Dowdle showed on this play resulted in one of the craziest TDs on the season.
Pumps off the back foot, stays on his feet, now on the move, floats it to the end zone! Caught!
This next play is what happens when an insane throw is met with an even more insane catch.
Levis, 2nd and 9. Levis looking for the big one. And a sliding attempt. Somehow Ridley was there for the touchdown.
But these final 10 catches are the craziest we saw from this past year. But let's kick off the top 10 with this catch in double coverage.
Play action for Stroud. He's going to take a deep shot down the field. Nico Collins is there. He goes up, and he's got it.
How in the world was he able to moss two defenders for that ball and still come down with it? But you know what's even better than making a catch in double coverage? Making an even better one in a triple coverage.
Love, deep drop, deep throw. 3 Rams are down there, but it's caught by the Packers.
I mean, how often do you see a receiver get open in triple coverage and make the diving grab? And sometimes the best catches happen when the defender has their hands all over you, like on this play by Jalen Tolbert.
4-man rush. Prescott loaded up, going deep, has a man, is caught!
Not only was he getting interfered with, but the fact that he was able to adjust himself mid-route to make up for the throw? Yeah, why isn't this one talked about more? This next receiver was able to come up with a clutch catch in the playoffs. That's insanely clutch. Mike Evans was able to make what was probably the best 2-yard touchdown of the year though on this play.
Baker Mayfield end zone, high, one-handed, hold in, and that's a touchdown for Mike Evans.
Yeah, good luck trying to stop him on a goal line fade. But Devonta Smith went absolutely crazy on this next catch because he was able to turn this perfect throw from Jalen Hurts into probably the best catch of his entire career.
22. Hurts looking end zone for Smith and makes the adjustment. Did he get the feet in? Touchdown!
I'm sorry, but to one-hand this, get both feet down, and survive the ground, And this was a touchdown? Yeah, it's crazy that these final 4 plays all top that one. Starting with this catch that walked the game off for the Rams. In Week 9 versus the Seahawks, Los Angeles was in a pickle. They had just allowed a game-tying touchdown to Jackson Smith-Njigba that would send the game to overtime. And Seattle won the coin toss, which meant that they got the ball first and had a huge chance to win the game. This was a crucial matchup for the Rams. After starting 1-4, LA had won 2 in a row and was looking to take a 3rd win against a division rival to get back to 500. Luckily for the Rams, the tide started to shift. Seattle ended up turning the ball over on downs, which meant one score from LA would win the game for them. And that's when we saw this incredible play from Demarcus Robinson.
Fake to Williams. Stafford fires downfield. It is caught for a touchdown.
Not only did this insane touchdown by Robinson win the game for Los Angeles, but this game ended up being super crucial because it helped be a tiebreaker over the Seahawks to determine the postseason, which LA made and Seattle did not. That was nothing though compared to what Adam Thielen did against the Bucs. Just like Robinson and the Rams, Thielen and the Panthers were in overtime against Tampa Bay. While Carolina was already out of the playoff race by this point, this was a fierce rivalry that they were not going to give up on. And in the extra quarter, driving downfield to try to win the game, Adam Thielen made one of the best one-handed grabs you could ever make.
The blitz is on and pressure's coming and a high throw and a one-handed catch from Adam Thielen.
He was able to catch that pass that was way behind him and make it look absolutely effortless. While the Panthers did end up losing this game, no one is going to forget that play by Thielen anytime soon. This next touchdown was one of the most unlikely of the season, and it also set a record while doing so. In Week 18, the Broncos had a simple task: win and you make the playoffs, which for them was easy, considering the Chiefs were resting their starters. But QB Bo Nix was on a mission. With 2 touchdowns, he would take the record for most touchdown passes in a season by a Broncos rookie. And that TD came in one of the most insane ways possible.
Here's Nix, rolling out, looking for the rookie record. Ball tipped and caught!
How Devon Vele was able to keep his concentration on that ball the entire time and actually end up making the catch is outrageous. Nix was able to set the Broncos rookie record and they won the game, which ended one of the longest playoff droughts in the league. But the craziest, most insane catch we saw in the NFL this season was from Garrett Wilson, because on this play, he made the Odell Beckham catch look like it was child's play.
4-man rush. Rodgers to the end zone, and Wilson, can he one-handed and stay in bounds? What a grab, though, one-handed.
Oh my gosh.